Why? It's Terrence Gangster Williams, aka OG Giggity. Hey yo, I just got off work. 7:34, y'all. It's cold out here, but I had to drop this. I had to get y'all part 2. Since they finally made part 1 green. Anyway, now I'm in the jail. Now remember I told y'all about my first girl? Remember I told you about the 3 girls in love, and girl number 1, she coming to visit me. So now I got this colostomy bag. I got a partner out of Gertown. We used to call him the mayor of Gertown. He used to send me like an ounce of weed, a little crack, and some heroin. Now, I get it putting the balloon, blowing that horn, messing up my ear. Don't do that no more. Anyway, they can't hear me without talking to y'all. So check this out. Look, bring it up here, right? Bring it, I get it in the visiting room. Now, I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to give it to the dudes in there that could bring it down, because I'm like, man, they might go in my packet, they might try to play a game. And I think they would charge like $20, something small to bring it on back down the walk for me. But I'm like, you know what? What I need to give it to them for, I can put it in the colostomy bag. I just open the bag, put it in the bag, mix it with all the stuff in the bag. Yeah, I know that's nasty. But the COs, when I get ready to leave, they're not going to want to pat me down. They're not going to want to search me because they see the bag with the defecation in the bag. So they ain't going to want to touch that. They just like, well, all right, go ahead, put your clothes on, go ahead on with you. So, but before that, while we in the visiting room, you know, they got for those who've been to WCI, you know, in that visiting room, where the officer station was at, right over here on the blind side of the water fountain, they have a mop closet right there. I snuck in the mop closet, and I got me some. Yeah, I got me some in the mop closet, y'all. Now, so I was on wing, y'all. I was in wing 2. It's a dude of the 17th ward that I had met coming through hunts. And we used to climb, we started climbing around. So he had wound up going to the hole. So when he went to the hole, I know you go to the hole, we was in transit. So when you go to the hole, you're gonna come back to the same unit. So you're gonna come back to the same bed assignment. So I took some defecation, put it on the toilet, on the toilet paper, and set it in his locker. So when he got out the hole, surprise! So, and I left, right? Man, this man wound up coming to the same jail I was at, y'all. So he come, yeah, boy, you did it, you put that in my locker. We laughing about it, everything was cool. Now, he on the yard, across the next, I'm in wind yard, he on rain yard. So, you know, we used to come out, on each yard, they got the weight pile, they got the track, we all got our own football field, we got our own yard, but we could come out of the fence and talk to one another. Or if we need to meet up, we'll go to the gym. So, you know, like I said, I'm getting the stuff up there. So I'm telling my partner, Big D, he's deceased now. I said, listen, man, when we get this weed, we gonna cut it with cigarette, with the tobacco, with the bugler. He like, no, so you gonna get your head, but you can't do. I said, listen, man, I'm telling you, cut it. I said, these guys haven't had it in a while. They're not gonna know the difference, man. We're gonna be able to stretch this stuff. So when I get it, clean it off, I get it out my colostomy bag, I clean it off, I hand it to him, the whole balloon. He leave, he come back. He said, say so, no disrespect, but your girl had all this up in her? I said, yeah, man. He laughing. So I remember this dude making a soda can, yo, and he put a hole in there. He smoked the crack on a soda can. Big, about 6'3", 6'4" dude. Big wide dude. He go against the pole. He all spooked out. I said, boy, what's going down in here? So now, you know, a lot of people keep guys from NO, they like that dog food, that heroin. So I sent a few fellas some. This guy in particular I'm telling you about, who I left the defecation in his locker, he's there. He want to get high. Send him some. So, you know, once you feed a person one time, they gonna want to keep coming back. Give me some more, give me some more, give me some more. So I'm like, nah, man, I ain't about to keep doing that. I got guys way down on the other yard yelling my name, waving the hand. Like, I'm like, what the world? Who are these people? My name. So I'm coming down the walk. I'm a Cody Youngster up here. And I'm talking that talk. So I tell him, no, I'm not giving him no more of my drug. He mad. Now he want to fight me. Mind you, I got maybe like 4 months left, something like that. So I used to work light duty. I didn't have to go in the field because I had the colostomy bag on. So I used to have to walk around the little compound, the yard I was on, and picking up cigarette butts. I got tired of that because they used to kick me out the dorm in the morning so the orders could clean up. So I used to have to get out the dorm. So I was like, man, I went to the kitchen. So now I'm working in the kitchen now. Working back then. I never, you know what? This dude, he used to make these protein shakes for the boxers. So one time he made one, I tell you, I said, well, it's good. So I used to be in the back part where I could go get the stuff for him because he worked in the dish room. He said, listen, matter of fact, you know where I worked at, y'all? They used to call me two pitcher. I used to have to stand in the back. I had these two tin cans, water pitchers, put the ice in the water, and I got to stand back in the back. And because the guy, when they get their food, they have to sit down, they have to raise their cup up, I have to come to their table and pour the water. Two pitcher, like two pistol, two pitcher. Yeah, man, that was my job. So anyway, I could tell the dude, man, I want a protein. So he said, look, man, go back there, go get the sugar, go get the vanilla extract, and some eggs, and I got you. All right, and I had to get the milk. I see this big pan. I'm a little nervous. I see this pan. Got the white, grab that. I see the jug. I said, this got to be it. I pull that, get that. Get the eggs out the refrigerator, freezer, whatever that stuff is. Bring the milk, here. He whip that stuff up. I come back, got my cup. So I said, I'm gonna go put some ice in this thing. I'm gonna make this. Cause I be seeing the boxers when they come through there, they put their tray in the thing, in the slot, and they grab it, drink it, down it right quick, and go. So I'm like, I know, I already tasted it before, so I know it's good, right? So I'm like, man, I need some ice on this stuff. I need to do this thing right. So as I'm heading to go to the back to get some ice, I said, let me hit him right quick, let me taste it. I hit it, I spit it out. I said, what they call themselves trying me because I be asking them for to make this stuff. So, got a little lint there, my bad. I go back, hey man, this stuff's salty. He said, man, you about to get me killed, man. What you done did? Because he made a batch for the boxes to come through. Excuse me. He said, man, what you come to find out, y'all? I saw the big pan and it had the white stuff in it. I'm thinking that sugar, that was salt. The bottle that I grabbed, the big plastic bottle, the transparent that you can see, the dark looking stuff in there, I'm thinking that's the vanilla extract, but that's the soy sauce. I done bought this man all the wrong ingredients, yo. But good thing I tasted first before that child ran, because them boy would have got on his top, they would put that knife in him. So now the dude, back to the guy, he mad with me now. So one day he come in the kitchen, we had words. So I'm getting off from work. So I come out and he like, yeah man, we could do whatever. And we could take it to the streets. Cause he's like, we could do whatever. I'm like, whatever. I'm going to my yard. He turned to go to his yard. And he hollered, and we could take it to the streets. I stopped, I said, what you say? He said, you heard we could take it to the streets. I said, boy, this boy, it got to be, he kind of scared me for a minute there, y'all. I'm like, boy, this boy, it got to be a cold case. Cause I know I'm fresh off this is 95. So I'm all the way out there. My name ringing in that city, and that boy told me we could take it to the streets. I'm like, boy, that's my playground. You do better by beating me up in here. I like to win both the fighter and the war, but I'm going to win one of them. And I'm like, boy, you talking about take it to the street? Right. I said, all right, I got you. I walked off. He walked off. So, like I said, he in his feeling there because I don't want to give him my drugs. Now he want to fight. But I got this other dude. I don't want to call his name, man, because I'm going to tell you what happened. This is why I don't want to call his name. He older now, but he was on the boxing team. And, man, he was cool. So he worked in the kitchen, too. Now, the guy who told we could take it to the street, who want to fight me, he come one day looking, because he know I work in the kitchen. He come there looking for me one day. Now he want to fight. Well, the first day he came in, I didn't come yet, or either I had left early, I hadn't come to work yet. But he came in and he was like, man, what gang? He was like, man, he not here, he not in here. He left. Then he came back again looking for me. So the dude, who I don't want to say his name, he spoke up. Man, ain't here what you keep coming here looking for the man for? Now, mind you, he on the boxing team, so I guess he feel like, man, the dude a little taller than him, but he got a mean set of hands, he box. So the dude said, what? He said, man, yeah, what you looking for that man for? They get into it. Man, come on in the back, I'll see you. dude who mad with me about my drugs going back to fight the guy who's speaking up for me, my partner. I come to work, my partner look like Spud McKinney. He got a little, what down? Man, me and old such and such got into a fight. He come here looking at her, and they whisper around the kid, man, boy, beat him up. So now I got, oh no, man, I ain't trying to wreck with him. He didn't whoop you, train, work out, and be doing all them punches and running around the track, the yard, whatever, and then man, and whoop you, no indeed. I ain't about to do that, no. And I'm short to go home, y'all. Then they passed this new law there. They were like, if you get into a fight, you get it right up, it's gonna take 6 months, good time. I couldn't afford to do all that. So, then what I did it. I said, I'm gonna get it, but kind of find out he had like about 3-4 more years left to go. Yeah, about 3 more years ago. So I was like, so my other partner, he's deceased now. He was like, he was about the 17 war, but he was rocking with me because he was beefing with another dude out the 17 war that the dude that I'm beefing with now cool with. So he like, I said, you know what, man, we're gonna go to the gym and fight him. You gonna get the big one, I'm gonna get him. All right, so we plan this, right? So happened, that didn't work as planned. So I see his big dog and him together. I'm in the kitchen again. They come, I said, hey man, let me holler. He said, man, come holler at me. I walk over. I said, look, man, I ain't got no problem with it. I stick my hand out, and he went to shake it, right? He shook my hand. I said, okay. Yeah, he don't want no work anyway. But mind you, I ain't trying to work, but he shook my hand. So I said, well, he really don't want no work, but he mad behind because I don't want to give him my drugs. Now, look how he played me though. I stopped working in the kitchen. He started working in the kitchen. He passing out the dessert. Now, as I'm coming around to get my food, something telling me to keep walking because I don't want to get this cake because I got a feeling he's going to play games, right? The first time I come through, I said, let me test him because he shook my hand. So I'm thinking he's going to give me a nice, big, pretty piece of cake, right? Give me a small little piece, right? He shook the spoon on me. I said, well, maybe that was the first one he grabbed, right? I come again the next day, he got a piece set on the side waiting on me. Now I really want to just take the tray that's throw in his face, but they got all the captains and all that, they whoop you up in that state. But I'm like, nah, I can't afford to lose no good time. I'm about to go home short. I'm just gonna crush him when I catch him on the street, right? Because this man, when I come to the line, coming to 3 days straight, then he got to the point where he had broke a piece of cake and put it on my tray. I stopped. Now I could have kept going, but I would have felt like, man, you skated him, you saw, get your cake, gangster. So I stopped to get my cake, the man gave me a piece of cake. And he looked at me like, now what you gonna do? He gave me that look like, yeah, I did that. I'm like, what the world? All right. Kept going, though. I gave it away to the little fat dude. He was greedy anyway. But I wanted my cake, man. I liked it, sweets. But the man tipped the spoon, shook the spoon on me. Now I'm saying to myself, man, yo, it's going to be a second line with the t-shirt with that boy, and I can catch him. So, me and him we never had a fight. He never said nothing else to me. I guess he felt good because he just give me the piece of cake, the little broke piece of cake, or the smallest piece on the pan. Because I used to stop to get it. I should have just kept going like I ain't interested in that, and I ain't entertain that and give him that satisfaction. But this guy was ticked off with me behind mine. That was selfish of him. So I go back to the yard, and it's another yard. After that, I knew it was rain, sleet, snow. And they had the lockdown block. One of them y'all was the trustee dome. So I had some partners on that yard with him. I like, hey yo, and I plucked the dope through there. I deliberately let him see me get him some dope. Boy, that's y'all. Boy, y'all make sure y'all good. And look out for the homies on the other yard over there. Make sure they good too. And he's standing right there by the talking to somebody on my yard, like over a little something from me. And they letting him know, like, yeah, boy, you want to play them games? Now you ain't getting nothing. You know, I played him like that, y'all. But and for real, he really played me because he wanted to fight. I ducked the wreck. Then he gave me a piece of cake. He played me with the cake. So for a while, when I wound up going home, I used to be like, cause I didn't really know how much time he had until I started asking. Cause kind of find out he living in Holly Grove. When I got out, I started living in Holly Grove. So. You know, I'm going to the Magnolia, but I'm living in Holly Grove back here with someone. Don't worry about who. Now, I'm saying to myself, man, and where they hang at that olive branch, what Lil Wayne rap about. I'm living right around the corner. So I'm like, I'm gonna spin that bin and ooh, wait. I'm waiting. Then I ask him, yo, man, you know, so yo, yeah, so he did it, yeah. Oh man, he got. I'm like, oh man, by the time that man get out, I'm be back in jail or something. And that's what happened. Y'all wound up going back to the feds. But it's time for me to go. I'm out in the parking lot giving this to y'all because I had to get part 2 out the way. But y'all know the motto. Say no to drugs, stop the violence, put the guns down. Why I'm out. I gotta go.